Welcome back, everybody. We're the Amibros, and today we're going down everything we watched in September. So first up on the list is one only Dave has watched. We watched the first episode, me and Jay did, and Dave is caught up on Peacemaker.
Yes, Peacemaker Season 2. I'm loving it so far. In Episode 1, it kind of gave us the mystery of this new dimension that he goes in. They hooked me with the idea of a multiverse, and it's just been watching Peacemaker as a character grow more and more. He's longing for something that he can't have in his current universe dimension, so he's getting that fix in the alternate dimension. And then all while this is happening, you have Colonel Rick Flag Sr., the father of Rick Flag Jr., who Peacemaker killed in the Suicide Squad. But Peacemaker, thumbs up. Peacemaker Season 2.
We're saving your score till the end. All right, next up we have The Long Walk. Me and Dave went and saw this one together, and it was a heavy watch.
It was a hard watch,
but it was really good, and it stuck with me.
Yeah, the first half of the movie I hated. It was just really slow and uninteresting.
Wow.
And it was really hard to focus on the people talking because their heads were bobbing.
See, I've seen that complaint online, and it never bothered me, which is surprising.
It didn't bother me.
Stuff like that will drive me crazy.
It didn't bother me in the second half.
Okay.
The second half is where I got on board with the movie. It's like something happened, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but I just remember going from, this movie sucks, it's boring, to, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? I didn't read the short story or the novel that this is based on, so this was all new to me.
I think watching it, I was more and more convinced that this is gonna go down as one of the best Stephen King adaptations.
Oh,
because
definitely.
if you look at all of the best Stephen King adaptations, the heart of the movie.
What would you say the best Stephen King adaptations are? Because I don't know if I love any other than Shawshank and Stand By Me.
Stand By Me is great. I think
the It movies are great.
It movies are really good. He's got such a long list of adaptations. Mm-hmm. But at the heart of a Stephen King, it's the characters and the relationships that they all have. Mm-hmm. And this movie, I mean, there's friendships in this movie. There was a scene towards the last quarter of the movie where I was bawling.
He was.
I was
he really was.
I was watching it and I couldn't control myself. I was like, this sucks ass.
He really was.
This is just such a good person. It's getting into spoilers.
I think you're hitting the head on the nail there. I think, though, that is what he excels at. Stand By Me and Shawshank, I love the characters in those movies. Mm-hmm. It's not really the story that gets me. It's the character. Yeah, okay, I think you're right.
And that's not to discredit the story in this movie, because I think the story is also really interesting, and there's a world there that is not explored all that much. We don't really know what happened to lead to The Long Walk becoming a thing, but
they kind of allude to it in the beginning.
Yeah. Mark Hamill, he's on it for a very limited amount of screen time, but he's great. I think the character who was in Alien Romulus, David Johnson, he was so good in this movie, and so was Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. He's just following his dad's footsteps and just being a great actor who can blend into anything. I watched him, he was in Licorice Pizza. He plays a completely different character in this than he did in Licorice Pizza.
Oh, that's his son?
Yeah.
The main character in Licorice Pizza?
Yep.
Oh, okay. He does steal the show in that
also,
too.
a neat little fun fact is that Paul Thomas Anderson worked with Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Francis Lawrence, the director of this movie, also worked with Philip Seymour Hoffman, and it's almost like they're okay, we loved him, let's bring on his son. Which I just thought that was nice. It makes me feel all warm.
It's a good version of nepotism.
Yeah.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I'm giving it a very, very strong 7.
Do you recommend it, though?
I recommend it to the boys. I think this is a movie you watch with your boys.
Go see it with your boys.
Because at the end, you just want to give your boys a hug. You love your boys. And what do you give it?
I gave it a 7 on my Letterboxd. I wrote a little review. Last thing I want to say about The Long Walk is Pete. The character Pete honestly stands on the same level as Samwise.
Yeah.
Honestly, in terms of on-screen friendships and friends and companions.
That's high praise.
Oh yeah, high praise. Yeah, I used to think Samwise stood up there by himself, but nah, Pete's right there next to him now.
The great Samwise Gamgee.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Dave, you rewatched Tron and Tron Legacy.
Yes.
Prep for Tron Ares.
Yes.
So before we get into that, what do you see in Tron?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not into the first Tron. I've seen it like 3 separate times. I saw it before it was remastered, like the
Oh,
OG,
the
80s
OG.
Tron.
Okay.
Like the first CGI movie. I mean, it's cool, but it's not good. It's really slow. Product of its time, I'll say that. Sorry to all the Tron fans out there. Tron Legacy.
Are they out there? Are there Tron
there's
fans?
people out there, man. There's got to be. But Tron Legacy, that was my introduction to the series. I remember seeing that in freaking 3D back when that was the thing. And I was just hooked on the vibe where everything was like dark and everybody was outlined and just the suits and the light cycles. And I've watched Tron Legacy probably like 5 or 6 times in the past couple months because I'm really just trying to, what do I see in this freaking movie? Like, why do I like it so much? And it's really hard to nail one specific thing. It feels like it's a bunch of little things. I think I can pin it down. Vibe. I think vibe.
You are a vibe guy.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think the vibe is what I love about it so much. Yeah, OG Tron, not really a big fan. I personally don't think you need to see it.
Are we seeing Tron Ares this week?
Next week.
Next week.
Yep, we got early access tickets to Tron Ares. So
what do you give Tron itself out of 10?
like a 5 or a 6.
Okay, so you would rewatch it eventually,
Yeah, like I'll just go back just to look at a piece of history.
and then Tron Legacy.
That's a 10.
Dang, I gotta rewatch it. Is this new movie? Is it gonna tie in at all to Tron and Tron Legacy? Do I need to rewatch those two?
I'm going to be honest with you. After hearing some of the reports, I've been trying to avoid them because I don't want to spoil Tron Ares. It sounds like Tron Ares is going to be a direct sequel to the original Tron, which is weird because Tron Legacy was that. But there's a reason people like Sam Flynn probably aren't going to show up in the movie, and it's focusing more on the Dillingers, who were the villains in the first movie. I like the movies. What's next?
Me and Jay watched The Life of Chuck, the new Mike Flanagan movie. We were a little late on this one, but overall, it's a sweet movie. It's not like a horror movie by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not really. And I like it when Flanagan gets to that where he's still existential. He'll always be existential, and I think that's kind of his vibe. But it wasn't really horror.
No, and there's a couple different acts in the movie, and I think some of them are better than the others as far as like pacing goes and as far as like intrigue goes. You know, there's this mystery of the whole time, like, who is Chuck? And then when you find out who Chuck is, that's kind of when it starts picking up for me.
Who is Chuck?
I can't
That's a
spoil
spoiler,
that.
but
Yeah.
I will say the third act is my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good feel-good movie. It's a good watch. I think
Lots
Mike
of-
Flanagan doing something different is always good. I'm all for
I
people
agree.
going outside of their
And-
genres.
But do be prepared for lots and lots of monologues because that is what he does best.
I love me a Mike Flanagan monologue.
I do too.
I was going to ask you guys if you would recommend it to a normie like me, but you lost me.
I don't
a
think this is the
monologue.
place to start. But overall, I would give this like a strong 7 out of 10. I think it was really good. And I think it's definitely worth a watch if you're a Mike Flanagan fan.
I think I would give it an 8 solely because there are a lot of moments that I can think of and I remember a lot about this movie. And I think that speaks to the quality of it. And so I'm going to go like strong 8. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, me and Dave saw The Smashing Machine.
Obviously.
And we're going to throw the picture up here just because it's awesome. We met the Smashing Machine himself.
Mark Kerr.
And we also met Ryan Bader.
Yes.
Very sweet individuals.
You would have no idea that they beat the shit out of people for a living. Not a lot of people follow early MMA, and we'll give you our full thoughts in the review. Go see the review that we have posted about the Smashing Machine. But bottom line is, if you're into sports and early history of sports, he was a very big deal.
Is it pretty raw?
Raw to an extent. I feel like it's sugar-coated in some parts just to give it some movie flair, just to keep people interested. You know, you can't just give us the raw biography of somebody, because I don't think anybody's life is that interesting that you can just give raw, unedited, unchanged facts of a person's life and people would be on the edge of their seats. So yeah, I don't know. I recommend it.
The Rock got a 16-minute standing ovation.
He ain't The Rock no more after this movie. He's Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson deserved 116 minutes.
No,
That's how good he is. Go ahead.
I did see the pictures of him like in the movie. He does not look like The Rock. It's incredible.
He's unrecognizable.
They did a great job.
And it's not just the looks, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's why
He also brings it acting wise.
Yeah, that's why it feels disrespectful to call him The Rock in here, because The Rock to me is a character.
This is Dwayne Johnson.
This is Dwayne Johnson. The Rock, think any movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it, that's The Rock. This is not him. He's not acting like this in all the other movies. He's bringing something else to the table that, you know what, I'm going to say it, that only Ben Safdie himself can fetching bring out, brother.
Yes.
Shout out the Safdie Bros.
Shout out Safdie Bros.
Next up, Marty Supreme, baby.
Yep.
Wait,
baby.
Can I make a comment really quick?
Go for it.
On The Rock. I think The Rock thrives in children's movies.
Amen.
I think he does a great Maui, and I think he
this
does
is
great
not
in the
a
game
children's
plan.
movie.
Definitely not a
And so
children's
I think that's why you got to have the Dwayne Johnson in this one.
Exactly. It's
Okay,
good.
anyway.
It's good to see Dwayne Johnson.
I just want to make that point. We can
Go see our
continue.
review for our thoughts, our full thoughts.
Next up is Demon Slayer. We got another video coming your way. Jay's working on that one.
That'll be coming within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. Well,
Quick.
I don't know when this video will come out, but it'll be after this video,
later
probably.
This week. Quick, 10, 15-second thoughts. I think this is everything a 10-year-old boy would create in a movie. Period. This is like the most epic, battle sequences, all the lore. It's for just those who can let their brains become 10-year-olds again and just enjoy the ride.
But I also have to add, I think there's a lot of moments where it lets you slow down. It lets you think and let you take in what's going on in the story too. Like there's a lot of moments where it cuts away from the action and just it's a story again. During the action moments, I completely agree with you. It is totally everything a 10-year-old boy would want in his movie.
Yeah. And I want to just recap everything we talked about. So if you guys want to give your quick 15-second thoughts.
My thoughts is all right.
Jay?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think it was visually appealing. I think it was... The only thing I would say is I wish there were certain parts that I probably wouldn't have put in the movie, but they needed to because it's a TV show and they're not doing the TV show for the rest of it, so they had to put it in there. I think if they would have focused more on certain aspects of it, it would have been a lot better. We'll get into that in the video.
Yeah, check out the video later. Next up, Dave watched Marvel Zombies.
Yes, that just came out.
Should I care at all about this?
Do you like What If?
No.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
There was that one Halloween special that they came out with 4 or 5 years
The
ago.
Wolfman?
It was good.
Yeah, that's not on the same level.
Oh, okay.
No, do you like What If?
Not really.
You're not gonna like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you like What If, you'll like it. If you don't like What If, you won't like it.
Is that your review?
Yeah.
That's your 10-second review?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it's not something that I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, guys, you need to go. There's some cool stuff. Honestly, you guys won't even watch it, but there's a scene where there's a bunch of zombies fighting, and Peter Parker, Spider-Man, isn't a zombie, and so he's jumping on everybody's head, attaching webs, and he rips a bunch of heads off. I think it's in the trailer. It was pretty cool.
What rated is this?
It's TVMA.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
this is not a kid's. It's pretty bloody. And then there's another fight. They've got Moon Knight as Blade. So Blade is Marshall Ali in this.
Okay, that actually sounds kind of cool.
And
though.
and he is Moon Knight in this universe. And
so he's still a vampire?
He's part vampire, but he's also Moon Knight. I don't know. He's probably the coolest character in all 4 episodes.
That actually does sound kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got 2 hours to spare, it's
Not
30
for
minute.
that, but-
It's 30-minute episodes.
right.
So, and he's in all of them, and he's cool in all of them. Yeah,
Overall,
I don't
overall
know.
score?
I give it a 6, maybe a 5.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's background noise.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, if you like What If, you'll like it. If you don't like What If, you won't like it.
Cool.
What's next?
Last movie, it's the one everybody's talking about right now. It's one battle after another. People are praising this thing left and right, that it's the greatest movie to come out in the last 10 years. It's that good. Is it the greatest movie to come out in the last 10 years? No, it's not the best movie.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
it is.
very good.
Yeah.
I'll say this, it's very good. I love me a good Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Love Punch Drunk Love. Shout out Punch Drunk Love. I think what Paul Thomas Anderson thrives in is his humor, because, you look at this, I mean, even Licorice Pizza. And Licorice Pizza, I'm just going to shout it out because nobody talks about this enough. Bradley Cooper in Licorice Pizza is the funniest performance I've probably ever seen in a movie.
I almost peed myself.
I was laughing so freaking hard in Licorice Pizza with Bradley Cooper. It's worth just watching. Go on YouTube, look up Bradley Cooper, Licorice Pizza. Just watch those because it's so freaking funny. And Leonardo DiCaprio channels almost this same energy as like the dude from The Big Lebowski, but he used to be, it's hard to get into, a criminal, what would you call him? Terrorist?
Terrorist. Yeah.
I don't know what else to call him.
I think the movie tries to frame him as a revolutionary, but he's definitely
revolutionary
a terrorist.
is the word that they use in the movie.
That's what they want it to be. But they kill people, so that's the problem.
They don't kill anybody. There's one person
You're
that
right.
kills somebody,
You're right.
and that person is not painted in a good light. So anybody that's like trying to make this movie like I don't view it like it's trying to make this grand statement.
I don't think it
really
is either.
I think this movie was Paul Thomas Anderson trying his hand at making an old school action movie. And I think Sean Penn delivers a great performance as Colonel Lockjaw. That's just a cool-ass name, Lockjaw. And he's great. I think Tiana Taylor plays a great character in this movie. She's a very interesting character. I think there's routes, choices that her character makes that ask so many questions of the viewer. It's like, how do you feel about this? And it's not surface level. It's not, this person's bad because they did this and this. It's like, you got to look at their intentions of everything. You got to look a little bit deeper in this movie. There are characters who are just stand-ins for the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah. They're there, and those guys are clearly meant to be laughed at and to be joked at. But the tone is there for that. When heavy, serious moments hit, they're serious moments.
To go back on your initial thoughts where you were saying that there's a lot of buzz, a lot of people are calling this the greatest movie to come out in 10 years.
And I get it, because this is like the film buff's action movie, right?
Well, my question for you is, do you think that had you just gone and seen this movie without hearing about it being viewed as the greatest thing since sliced bread, would that change your thoughts? Would you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like it begs the question,
how does hype affect a movie?
Exactly. Like that could be a greater topic we can go in on, but another movie that comes to mind is Longlegs, which wasn't a bad movie, but it's like, how many people were disappointed because it was being framed as the scariest movie ever?
That's a very good question. And honestly, when I go into a movie, I'm expecting the best every single time I go into a movie. I'm not I don't go into a crappy movie hoping it's bad and waiting to critique it. I'm hoping every movie's great. So I'm going in with that mindset. I check my expectations at the door every single time.
Okay.
So when I walk into One Battle After Another, I'm going in because I like Paul Thomas Anderson, and I think I'm in for a good ride. Does hearing that it's the greatest movie of the last 10 years, I definitely think for this movie specifically, it did, because I was like, I'm ready to see, some groundbreaking stuff. Like everybody's talking about the car chase sequence at the end, and I'm waiting for this car chase sequence. And then when it happens, I'm like, this is what people are losing their minds about? There was nothing in this movie where I went, oh, that's groundbreaking. Like people are going to be doing this for the next, 50 years. Like, it's cool. It's good. It's cool car chase, but it's not like anything mind-blowing.
I don't know, maybe we can do a video diving deeper into
that's a good idea.
I will say this, I think one of the best things about this movie is that even the background characters have moments of growth, and I love that about it. Like Benicio del Toro's character is like my favorite part of the movie. His whole arc, and it keeps coming back to him, even though you expect it to have moved on from him. No, he keeps coming back into the story, and I'm like, okay, every time it happens, it feels very, it feels like that needed to be in the movie. It didn't feel like an unnecessary thing. And then there's also a part at the end where there's this other character that's doing something the entire time, and then they do a total 180. But it feels real. It feels like it's not forced for the sake of the plot. Like, it's like, you could tell he's kind of struggling with it. I don't know. I really liked this movie.
What would you guys rate it?
I can see it going up over time. At this moment,
at this table, at the Amibros table, in the Amibros studio, in our $10 million studio.
I'm feeling a very strong 7 to a light 8 out of 10.
Okay.
That's almost exactly what I was going to say.
Okay.
It's a almost 3-hour long movie. I never looked at my watch. I never felt like it was 3 hours.
That's good.
There's characters and there's moments in this movie where it's like, why do we need this? But it comes back around.
People that are taking it too politically, I think, need to take a step back and be like, no, I think that both sides are kind of portrayed as stupid and over
it's
the top.
the same thing as Superman, where we have, Israel-Palestine stand-ins, when James Gunn has specifically said, no, this wasn't my intention with the movie. This one's a little more on the nose. I think this one is definitely based more so in what's
Trying to
going
have a
on
conversation.
right now. Yeah, but it's a little more nuanced than that, so it's a good time.
Yeah.
Is that all we got?
That's it. That's all the stuff we've watched in September. Some new movies, some old movies, some new TV shows.
Yep. Let us know what you watched in September. What do you recommend we catch up on, or what you want to see in the next review? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And see you in the next one. Peace.
I did learn a little tidbit. Everyone's, oh, Dave's a Tron guy. I learned that the grid in the OG Tron versus Tron Legacy, it's 2 different grids. I learned that. I used to think it was all the same grid and it was just an evolution. No, so everything takes place in that micro computer universe. And then the Tron Legacy takes place in the gaming grid, which was created by Flynn after the first movie. And so there's 2 separate locations for the 2 movies. And this third movie is going to take place in the Dillinger grid, is what I'm predicting, because it doesn't look anything like the gaming grid from Tron Legacy. You guys are probably like, wow, David.
With Joe Dorcas talking about the Derringer grid.